Welcome to Outlaw Woodworking. Today I'm gonna, recently I broke my DJI Mavic Pro, and I like to get some alternate shots for my videos, like from a drone. But the controller on my DJI Mavic Pro was $400, and so I decided that was just too much, and I decided to try out another drone. And recently I bought this Holy Stone H-Series HS110D, and I'm going to try it out and see if it'll hover in place, because what I like to do is I like to go out and like work on the wood splitter or the tractor and have a shot from above. But a lot of times what I have to do is I have to put the drone up there, position it, and then set the controller off to the side, and then start working and hope that it stays in its place. And the DJI Mavic Pro, it has GPS, so it stayed pretty good. I've been told that this thing will hover good, and it has a 1080p camera. Yeah, so in the box, you get an extra set of blades, you get, what do you call those, guards. You get a pretty decent controller, even though it's lightweight. It takes 4 AA batteries, and it has a phone mount on the top. What else? Yeah, so let's take this out. We're going to try to fly it and see if this will work. I don't know if it will. It's really light, and I think any kind of wind will really just blow it out of there. So anyway, yeah, this is going to be just a quick review of this little drone. I'm not sure if it'll work, but let's give it a try. Yeah, it was only $75, and I think it's worth a shot. Anyway, let's get started. Right off the bat, I decided to try to fly it inside the shop, and it would not hover. It would not stay in one place, and there's no wind in there. It's just dead calm. You could not get it to... There's probably some way to adjust it where you can get it to stay still, but it's going all over the place, and I kind of knew right off the bat that it wasn't going to work, just because there's no way for me to be able to leave it alone and then go do work and be filming. It is a really cool drone though, and I think if you spend some time with it, it could be worth the $75. I put a SD card in it. I hit record. I didn't get any footage from it. It didn't record anything, so I don't know what to say about it. But I did end up flying it outside. I didn't get any coverage of it because it didn't record. But it was fun to fly. The only problem is there was hardly any wind outside, and you could not control it. It was just all over the place. Thanks for watching this episode of Outlaw Woodworking. So what are my thoughts on this? I'm going to send it back. It's early in the morning right now, so there's hardly any wind, and I could not get it to stay in one place. The wind, it's so light that even the lightest breeze just blew it off course. And so it won't work for what I want. However, I must say that if you were buying this for a kid, or I guess even an adult, I don't think you, like, for me, for video, it's not going to work. But for a kid's toy, that also has 1080p camera that they could fool around with and fly it around, I would say it's worth $75. It did work really well as far as flying. I mean, the controls, it does give you this too. It tells you left, right. But the controls, left, right, up, down, forward, worked really good. It has 4 speeds, so you can get it to go pretty fast. All that seemed to work pretty good. But I couldn't even inside the shop here, I couldn't get it to hover, to stay in one spot. So for my application, it won't work. But I would recommend it for a kid, for a toy. It's just not good enough for, I think if you want to, like for me, what I need, it needs to have GPS capability. And, because the GPS, like on the Maverick Pro, on almost all the DJI Mavericks, the GPS will actually keep it in its hovered spot. So I'm going to have to just wait and either get a new controller or a new drone. Anyway, yeah. So I'd have to give it a thumbs up. It just won't work for my application. But it was a nice drone, and it's really compact. It's easy to fly. It just won't. And another thing I noticed is the camera is a fixed mount camera, and a lot of times what I would do on my my Maverick Pro is I'd take it up there, and then I could pivot the camera down, and of course it also had 4K capability. But so you can't, the camera won't adjust, and I didn't know that either. But it is, I would have to say it'd be a pretty neat toy for someone, and I might just package this up and save it for one of my nephews. I'll have to see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I will see you next time. Later.